Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking some Chinese idioms. That's a little bit lengthier than usual, the four-character formation, but within still a very succinct way to tell you a lesson or moral or advice to evoke some long-lived wisdoms among people. Okay, in today's expression, 铁公鸡一毛不拔. Okay, so 铁公鸡 is the thing we're talking about, which is an iron rooster. And Chinese have to say rooster in two words, which is a male chicken. Okay, so 铁 is the material this chicken is made of. So immediately in your mind, you can come up with the image of a rooster made of iron. And the result of that is 一毛不拔. 一毛不拔 means not a feather on that iron rooster can be plucked out. So there is a little bit I guess, contextual understanding that's not exactly explicit in here. So why you want to pluck the feather out of the hen, or not hen, the rooster? Like why you want to do that? In the context of this feather, it symbolizes you pinching in your resources. Like the feather is part of the rooster. And the rooster won as a representation of course, this is personification of humans, like humans telling human story, but using the rooster as a referral, self-referral, right? We refer ourselves as if thinking from the perspective of this iron rooster. And this could be used in the context of you're donating to a like post-disaster relief thing, and everybody need to pitch in a little bit of their resource, however, to be helpful, right? And then this 铁公鸡, as if you're thinking your cast iron rooster, that not even one feather from you can be plucked off, therefore can be transferred and used and donated, pulled into the resource for the community benefit. Like you're not pitching in. So that's the full context. Okay, let's unpack. So as I said, this 公鸡 is a Chinese two-character formation to give you just one English word, rooster. And I guess English have created a hen rooster and a lot of other animals, male, female version, a particular word to describe that. But in Chinese, we didn't bother. We just use a generic term to say what kind of animal that is, like a big category, that animal. And then we add male, female in front of it. We compose such an expression that make it explicit. It's a male chicken, okay? We don't have to create a word for that. So that's the laziness of Chinese language, because we can easily make such composition. People are used to it. And it's a little bit wordy, right? But we didn't really bother to create another character just to describing a male chicken. We can just, make the definition of a male chicken explicit by have the two characters lay it out. We're talking about a male chicken, 公鸡, that's it. And it doesn't slow down the information speed that much, even if, given it's two characters. Okay, so 铁 is a descriptor of that. So in this case, adjective and noun structure, 铁公鸡 is kind of universal, right? So we use this to describe 公鸡, the rooster. And it's similar, right, to English structure of what material that is made of. That material is put in front of the thing. Okay, 一毛不拔. This one feather not plucked. may sound very grammatically incorrect in English. So Chinese have this freedom of creating the sequence of the words that somehow a Chinese brain can just reorder things, and it doesn't bother us. It gives us the full meaning of it. 一毛, the object we're talking about is one feather, right? And 不拔, just from the context, we know we're trying to pluck this feather from the rooster. Like these three things, the scenario, when put it together, the brains can just complete the action. We mean to pluck the feather from the rooster. But sequentially, when we are verbalizing this story, we can form it in a way that we're talking about a feather, and then we're talking about the rooster isn't even willing to pluck one feather out of his resources. And so this 不拔, this 拔 actually is an action to be acted on feather, but we can flip that sequence, like give you the object first and then the action to describe you're not really doing anything. So this is the flexibility of Chinese formation. It's not sequenced as English, but when all that concept comes into our brain, we can form the story, we can reorganize it. Even we don't have to reorganize it, just because we hear 铁公鸡一毛不拔, then we can complete the story. We can resequence. We know it's a plucked feather from the rooster. Don't have to say it as an English grammatically correct sequence. All right, so 铁公鸡一毛不拔 is a Chinese expression to mean somebody who's super stingy. It doesn't pitch in, doesn't pool the resources to help relieve others. So this is extremely selfish person, obviously, right? And even if it may have many, many feathers, doesn't want to even contribute one out of itself. It doesn't, I guess, it lacks the sympathy, lacks the sense of community. It doesn't share any of its own resources to help out others. So this 铁公鸡一毛不拔 is describing this behavior of self-centered, like, just stingy, like stingy with others. Maybe that person is habitually stingy with themselves too. But this case, this case is more like if you're helpful for others, it's not used on yourself. Stingy on yourself, it's your own choice. But when the situation calls for a community come together to help out such a situation, then this person is not pitching in. So that's what's being criticized here. And we use this poor rooster image to describe human behavior. And I just want to take a moment to appreciate the beauty of a rooster. It's really animal comes in a great shape. I don't ever seen a rooster in real life for a long time. But I remember I did saw them, and the rooster attacked me. But yeah, it's a beautiful animal, and it's not exactly fair for Chinese to use the rooster as a self-criticism of human behavior, because you can see roosters are proud animals. They can be aggressive, right? But it's a nice animal, but humans embed our own self-criticism onto this animal. Anyways, 铁公鸡一毛不拔, that's Chinese way to say you're really stingy with your resources, with your time, with for the community benefit. All right, thank you for your time. See you another day.